The Toyota Highlander has built one of the strongest reputations in the SUV world. But is it still the smartest midsize SUV you can buy today? With buyers spending nearly $50,000 on a family vehicle, expectations have never been higher. Yet as the competition has evolved, the Highlander is facing tougher questions than ever before. Ignite your engines. You're on the grid with Motor Maven. Today we're looking beyond Toyota's legendary reliability to uncover where the Highlander is beginning to fall behind, not only against its biggest rivals, but even against another Toyota. Before you sign on the dotted line, here are 7 reasons why you may want to think twice. Number 7. A third row that falls short of family expectations. One of the Highlander's biggest selling points is its 3-row layout, but the last row is also one of its weakest features. Legroom is tight, the seat cushion sits low to the floor, and taller passengers will quickly notice the cramped seating position. While it's acceptable for younger children on shorter trips, adults and teenagers won't enjoy spending much time back there. That becomes a real drawback during road trips or family gatherings. Rivals like the Volkswagen Atlas and Chevrolet Traverse offer noticeably roomier third rows, while Toyota's own Grand Highlander proves the company knows how to build a genuinely usable 3-row SUV. So while the Highlander technically gives you 7 seats, it doesn't always give you 7 usable ones. And once you try to carry both passengers and cargo, that limitation becomes even more obvious. Number 6. Cargo capacity that runs out too quickly. A 3-row SUV isn't just about seating, it's about handling real-world demands, and this is where the Highlander starts to feel limited. With the third row upright, there's only about 16 cubic feet of cargo space behind it, which in real-world use often forces you to choose between carrying passengers or carrying everything they bring with them. Folding the third row dramatically increases storage, but doing so defeats the purpose of buying a 3-row SUV in the first place. Competitors such as the Chevrolet Traverse and Volkswagen Atlas provide far more usable cargo space without forcing families to compromise. Even Toyota's Grand Highlander raises the standard with a significantly more practical cargo area. And unfortunately, the compromises don't stop with space. Once you get behind the wheel, the Highlander starts revealing another weakness that isn't obvious on paper. Number 5. A turbocharged engine that doesn't feel as strong as it should. Under the hood, the Highlander packs a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, producing around 265 horsepower, paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission and available all-wheel drive. On paper, those specifications appear competitive. In practice, the SUV's weight, well over 2 tons, blunts much of that performance. Acceleration is respectable rather than exciting, and the turbocharged engine often feels like it's working harder than expected during highway merges or passing maneuvers. Meanwhile, competitors like the Mazda CX-90 deliver a more responsive driving experience, while Toyota's Grand Highlander Hybrid Max offers substantially more power and torque for buyers seeking stronger, real-world performance. But raw numbers only tell part of the story. The way the Highlander delivers that performance affects the entire driving experience. Number 4. Comfortable but lacking driver engagement. The Highlander prioritizes comfort, and for relaxed commuting, it performs well. However, once the road becomes more challenging, its shortcomings become easier to notice. The electric power steering offers minimal feedback, making the SUV feel disconnected from the road, while the suspension tuning favors softness over confident cornering. Body roll is more noticeable than several rivals, and the overall driving experience feels competent but uninspiring. SUVs like the Kia Telluride, Hyundai Palisade, and Mazda CX-90 strike a better balance between ride comfort and handling. For many enthusiasts, that extra confidence behind the wheel makes a significant difference in everyday driving. If you're enjoying this breakdown, take a moment to hit like and subscribe to Motor Maven. We break down the engineering, real-world usability, and hidden trade-offs that help you make smarter car buying decisions. Now let's move into the final 3 reasons, because this is where the Highlander's biggest challenges become impossible to ignore. Number 3. An aging design that's losing its edge. When the current Highlander debuted for the 2020 model year, it looked fresh and competitive. Today, however, newer rivals have raised the bar. While its sharp headlights and bold grille still look respectable, SUVs like the Hyundai Palisade and Kia Telluride now offer more modern styling and upscale interiors. Inside, the Highlander remains practical, but its dashboard layout, materials, and infotainment design feel a generation behind. With only minor updates over the years, it's becoming increasingly difficult for the Highlander to stand out in a rapidly evolving segment. And while design alone might not be a deal-breaker, what comes next is far more surprising, because the Highlander's biggest competitor may be sitting right next to it in the showroom. Number 2. Toyota's own Grand Highlander outshines it. Perhaps the Highlander's toughest rival isn't from another automaker, it's from Toyota itself. The Grand Highlander delivers a roomier cabin, a genuinely usable third row, greater cargo capacity, and more advanced powertrain options. Buyers can even choose the Hybrid Max system, producing over 360 horsepower while maintaining up to 5,000 pounds of towing capability. Beyond the specifications, it simply feels more refined and practical. When Toyota already offers a larger, more capable SUV, the standard Highlander becomes much harder to recommend. And once you realize there's a better option from the same brand, one final question becomes impossible to ignore. Number 1. The price no longer matches the value. This is where the Highlander's biggest weakness becomes impossible to ignore. Starting around $47,500 with standard all-wheel drive, it competes against SUVs that often deliver more for less. The Kia Telluride and Jeep Grand Cherokee L offer impressive value, while Toyota's own Grand Highlander starts at a lower price with more passenger room, better cargo capacity, and stronger available powertrains. Once higher trims climb beyond $55,000, buyers enter premium SUV territory, making the Highlander's once excellent value proposition far less convincing. And that's exactly why the Highlander's reputation alone may no longer be enough in today's SUV market. Final verdict: reliability alone isn't enough anymore. There's no denying the Toyota Highlander remains a dependable and comfortable family SUV, but today's midsize SUV market has become far more competitive. Buyers now expect more space, better technology, stronger performance, and overall better value. That's where the Highlander begins to struggle. Competitors have moved ahead, and even Toyota itself has raised the bar with the Grand Highlander. The Highlander isn't a bad SUV, it's just no longer the smartest choice in its class. Now we'd love to hear from you. Would you still choose the Toyota Highlander, or would you go for one of its newer rivals instead? And if you've owned or driven one, what has your real-world experience been like? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We always enjoy hearing from fellow enthusiasts. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe to Motor Maven and turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive into the automotive world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. And if you're still deciding on your next SUV, tap the next video on your screen. We might just help you find a better option. Keep exploring with Motor Maven.